Hey, Robert Cochrane back here once again, and I am joined by the husband side of the Donahoo team. This is Pat Donahoo. Pat, how you doing, buddy?
Great, Robert. How are you?
I'm doing real well, thank you. So, you have a different story with Parkinson's than your wife being a caretaker. Tell me about the caretaker angle, and well, first of all, I guess, what was your reaction when Cidney got diagnosed?
When I first started seeing her symptoms long before she was diagnosed, and we couldn't figure out what was going on. And, why are you walking funny? Why are you holding your arm out? Why are you rigid? Why? And then 4 years later, we were diagnosed. It was a relief to get a diagnosis. And then dealing with Parkinson's. Parkinson's was something that, we knew that Michael J. Fox, that Muhammad Ali had Parkinson's, and that wasn't a great thing. It was kind of a shock.
It was interesting to me, and I think some caretakers take this on similarly, that you use the word we, the we got diagnosed. Why do you do that?
I didn't realize I did that.
Oh, really?
That's interesting.
You're not the first person to do it, but go ahead.
But first of all, it is us. We're a team. Ever since the beginning, when Cidney was diagnosed, when we are going to do this together. One thing as a care partner, I learned is that it wasn't about me though. It was her diagnosis, and it's not our diagnosis. It's hers. She has to live with it. I have to support her, and it took a while to become comfortable with that. But that's really what it is, and that's been my vision and my mission is to help other care partners understand that we can help others and help our partners and support them in their diagnosis and in their path that they're on. And so it's been a journey.
Yeah, and you again, and I'm not trying to be pedantic about semantics, to use a fun little rhyme there. Care partner is an important term to you over caretaker. Why is that?
Because Cidney keeps telling me I'm not a care giver. I'm a care partner. That we're partners in this. So I've learned to change it.
That sounds good. That's just staying married. That's what that is right there.
A happy wife.
Sounds good. So what have you learned about Parkinson's that surprised you?
It surprised me that there's so much to learn because, as Cidney always says, that if you met one person with Parkinson's, you've met one person. And we've met hundreds of people with Parkinson's, and everyone is different, and every diagnosis is different. The fact that some people can do a little bit, and some people can do a lot. We have lots of friends that run marathons. We ride bikes, so we've run across a lot of people that ride bikes dealing with Parkinson's, and that's having a great impact on the symptoms. It's not a cure, but it helps on the symptoms. It also helped me lose a few pounds and become active. So it has its benefits for being a partner as well.
That's good. One thing I've said, and you were a part of a program that I put on a little while ago about the improv, is that sometimes when we get into isolated mode, and that happens a lot with Parkinson's, that becomes as much as the illness or a huge contributing factor to the illness as anything else. Tell me about what you've seen about isolation and then the power of socialization when it comes to Parkinson's.
It's a magical thing that people, when they feel like they're alone in their symptoms, in their disease, they don't want to come out and they want to be left alone. But when they learn that there's others like them and that there's opportunities to grow as a person with Parkinson's and that you can still have an active and good life, it doesn't take away your life. It just changes it. We have a good friend who went to who was diagnosed shortly after Cidney was diagnosed. It was actually Cidney's dad's best friend. And hi, Jan. We're talking about you. When he was diagnosed, he had DBS surgery and everything. Eventually he discovered boxing. He's an older gentleman. Discovered boxing. It's helped him out a lot. Cidney took him to a victory summit for the Davis Finney Foundation, and he was apprehensive in going. And when he went and saw all the people like him and all the people that, and the motivation behind the whole event, he came away with tears and a whole new lease on life. It's getting up, moving, being active, and doing the best you can. Every victory counts is one of the things that the Davis Finney Foundation lives by. Whether it's getting up and buttoning your shirt or walking around the block or just getting up or riding 100 miles on your bike, it's every victory. It's every step gets you closer to being active and being healthy in your disease.
And that's what you need every day. That's awesome. Hey, Pat, thanks so much. You really did a great job, and you are doing a great job. You and Cidney together are a wonderful couple, and I'm very glad to know you both.
Thank you.
All right. This is Robert Cochrane for Faces of Parkinson's. We'll see you next time.